Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is Big Mark coming at you in your face with the real. I'm gonna keep this thing bumping and jumping. I remember when I came to the church, fresh off the street. I landed here in Huntsville, Alabama. The church people smelled weed on me. And all I got was condemnation. Because they thought I was just out there partying and getting high and having a good time. I was smoking by myself. I was a drug addict. How dare you treat drug addicts and winos and drunkards like they're sinners? Dude, we choose to do drugs, but once you become a drug addict, it's not by choice. People who smoke crack, they smoked it, trying it at first, but once you get hooked, that's not by choice. Once you get on that merry-go-round, you can't just jump off. And you have to start treating it like it's a disease. And stop bashing drug addicts. Because your kids was playing around with it. Your kids was raised right. Your kids wasn't abused. Your kids was just disobeying. And they came out there on the block and got caught up. We ain't like that. We who come out the world, we didn't have upbringing like y'all. You talk about sexual, physical, mental, spiritual abuse. We got to be more sympathetic. And if you really want to help, especially the church, if you really want to help, open a drug rehab center. Or off all that tithe you getting, offer some insurance for people so they can get some help. Because most of the preachers, they can't help. They ain't got no history with drugs. Most of them are cornball, white collars, cats who was nothing in the world or nothing where they were from. They become to be important. This is the way they can feel important. And they've made ministry into a career. If you're a pastor and you've made this a career, you're out of order. This is a mission. And whether you get paid or not, you're going to serve. I feel for drug addicts that come to the church. Because the church is not well equipped to not only handle the things of the world, but they're not ready to handle no drug addict. You better get some professionals on your team. And stop treating people like they sinners. And start treating these drug addicts like they have a disease. Because that's what it is. A lot of us are self-medicated. Because drugs will help it ease the pain. It eases your mind. And it helps you coast through life a lot easier. And for me, it kept me from snapping. So I'm saying, we got to treat our drug addicts better. Because a lot of them are coming out of great tribulation. And they're just surviving by the hair of their chinny chin chin. Stop being judgmental. They kicked me out of church one time for smoking weed. Sad. You kick a drug addict out, but you let your pedophiles and your pimping in the pulpit preachers stay. Listen, a lot of you who are self-medicating, especially those of you who are on meth, that's like the new crack, meth. There's help out there and you gotta get help. You gotta get counseling. Because only 3% get off. That's a low number. Especially if you're a drug intravenous user. So listen, Next time you smell somebody, smell like weed that come in your church, or they smell like alcohol that come in your church, or they smell like cigarettes that come in your church, you need to open your arms to them instead of opening up your mouth. Because all that mouth hustling will eventually get your mouth shut. Because these people that's coming in off the street, we about principle. So something that you think is small, we take very seriously. That is respect. Don't disrespect these people. Let them on in. Let them heal. And they'll be the ones that help the next drug addicts that come in. But if you judge them, throw them out of church because you think they dipping and dabbing and sin having fun like your kids are doing, that ain't good, man. Look, I smoked weed for years, self-medicating. I'm sober today because there was a faithful few that were not pastors, but that were in the church that loved me unconditionally, and that helped me a lot. So, I'm trying to keep this thing pumping and jumping. I'm tired, my back's hurting, and I am medicated right now. So, y'all, be careful. I love you all. And remember, falling is a lot like flying till you hit the ground. So keep your head up. Peace.